Well, I guess you can say I got a new computer.
Feel like sun on my skin. So this is love. I know it is. I know it sounds super cliche, but you make me feel some type of way. This is falling in love.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now today we are going to be doing a first impressions video on the new 2021 14-inch MacBook Pro. But before we do a review on it, let's first talk about why I got it in the first place. So the issue with my old computer starts back when I started recording videos in HDR on my iPhone 13 for some of my airport updates. And I noticed that the quality was much better and the colors looked very nice. But the issue was that my MacBook Pro would start sounding like a jet plane taking off. With that, I still continued to edit videos on it with no issues until it started doing the beach ball spinning thing. And it started happening even more often. Sometimes just out the ordinary Final Cut Pro would just crash. Now that would have been pretty rare, but still it happened when I was importing video and when the beach ball started to spin up. So after that I decided to look at the new 2021 14-inch MacBook Pro and see what kind of trade-in value I would get for my old one. After going to the Apple store, they told me that my current 2020 MacBook Pro 13-inch would receive around a $800 trade-in value, so I decided to get the new 2021 14-inch MacBook Pro. Alright, so after we unbox it, now let's talk about what makes this new MacBook Pro new. So starting off from the design, it is much different from the old one. As you can see, the old one had chamfered off edges and this one is a squared off thick boy of a computer. Now it does have more ports. Of course, we do have MagSafe, 2 Thunderbolt ports on the left side and also a high fidelity headphone jack. On the other side, we also have an HDMI, Thunderbolt port and an SD card slot, which is also very good. Now this port IO on this computer reminds me really of the last good MacBook Pro, which was the 2015 13-inch MacBook Pro, which actually my mom still uses. Now the new 14-inch and the 2015 13-inch computer do actually have similar dimensions in terms of thickness and screen size. Now the specification I got here, it is the base model 14-inch MacBook Pro with 8 cores of CPU and 14 cores of the GPU, which is plenty enough for me. Now this also has 512 gigabytes of storage and also 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now the RAM is, I feel like, could be improved, but for now it is okay. And the storage, I could have got the bigger one, but I feel like I do have most of my Final Cut libraries on external hard drive, so that doesn't really affect me. Now for the performance test, I decided to do a video export of a Donetsk Sergei Prokofiev airport update that I did, I think in January. It was airport update number 9. And this video is around 10 minutes long and it is a, I think, 8 gigabyte file. So yeah, let's see how long each computer takes. Now for this test, both computers are going to be starting off at 100%. And also they're both going to be running off the same external hard drive. So the test is going to be pretty fair. Now starting with the 13-inch 2020 MacBook Pro, let's see the results. So as we can see from this test, the 13-inch MacBook Pro took around 13.5 minutes to export a 10-minute video, which is longer than the real time of the video. Now, the MacBook Pro also lost around 14% of battery life, which is a significant amount. And as we can see, this MacBook took just a little bit longer than 2 minutes to export this 10-minute 8GB video. And that is just extremely mind-boggling to me that this video took, that is a 10-minute video, it took around 75% less than the real time of the video. And the computer fans didn't even turn on. You know, the computer is not even warm. You know, it is actually cold to the touch because, you know, it is made out of metal, and we didn't even lose any battery life. That is just crazy. Well, with the first impressions, I am really happy about my purchase, and I hope to use this computer much longer than my old one. But yeah, you know, I hope to do if you want, I can do another video in like a couple of months, but I think, you know, maybe I have any issues with the computer. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, fly safe.